Good afternoon and welcome to Iowa. The tour has headed 300 miles north to the disc golf's Field of Dreams. Pickard Park sets the stage for the 2023 TrueBank Des Moines Challenge presented by Discraft.
Tied for 57th, and if you remember, it was the weekend before Worlds, and everybody was sort of questioning why he even played. Even that final round, he was a little bit injured.
Now Heimberg on the tee of 3.
Wow, what a shot.
And Wysocki with the turkey start. And of course, I kid that Gannon, an Iowa native.
Beautiful camera view of it right here. They can utilize the angle of the disc as it comes into the hillside to sort of check by the basket. That's what we should see right here from Brody, and he's done that beautifully.
Should be an easy birdie. Andrew Presnell for par. If you don't land inside the wood chips, you're out of bounds. Plays as a hazard, so Presnell in. The hole itself is the same, except for they removed some significant trees. I think 10 or 11 or 12, somewhere in that neighborhood, about a dozen trees removed since last year. And off the bottom of the cage. What a shot by Gannon Burr.
Hole 4 is kind of a combination of power and also kind of just guts. And Simon was not, that was beautiful. Fully committed. Even going back to the playoff last year, Simon was committed to going well out over the water. And here today he's going to get the payoff with the birdie. Let's see if Gannon can do the same. I mean, yeah. That's awesome.
As we saw how close Simon was, how close Gannon was. Let's see if Ezra. Oh, and he's going to stick one right next to it as well. He's done it again?
As you look down towards the green, there's a big bush on the right side that does affect the backhand as it comes in. And at 330, pretty much all these players have this distance for sidearms. They will hold absolute park job.
Kevin Jones. Jumper. Buries it. And he's 6 under through 8, off to a great start. As you're just going out at the end of the flight is the better mistake if you're going to make one. But yeah, big mistake there for Brody Smith. Here's Wysocki. Oh, he's down in cat territory. Now Ben Calloway. Long look for birdie. Oh, he knew it.
That's how you fake out a drone right there, Terry.
Incredible. Nice effort there by Gannon Burr. Ricky with the catnip from way downtown. Yet to take a par.
Putting for par after the OBT shot.
That is a solid putt by Brody Smith.
But he's got to put a ton of spin on it, just pop it at the basket.
And the concentration, really.
But you play from where you landed. Today with the weather conditions, the players can take basically an overstable mid, even an overstable fairway driver, and just kind of put it on an angle.
Brian, talk to us about the drive that's required here, the angle that's needed along with the distance.
Yeah, I mean, you're throwing pretty far uphill, and I'd say it plays close to 450.
Yeah, and even though it does play that far back uphill, as Brian just mentioned, one of the advantages that the players have is that it is uphill. And that slope up by the basket is going to help slow them down. So you can just jam it up there and take advantage. And all 4 of them have done it here for the inbounds call. That was short and left.
I like it hugging this right side. Does it just filter back to the fairway? Looks great for Smith. You love it.
And that's going to be your only reference. But really, this is where your preparation comes in so critical. You're trying to find that similar line, similar release point, and then follow the flight of the disc.
Kevin Jones currently in your top 10. Sitting at 8 under. This is his approach on 11.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and call that 9 under.
Nice pop.
We'll jump up ahead to Chris Dickerson now on the tee of 12. Splits the uprights. As it skips straight? It does. For the first time today, we're seeing AB, Anthony Barella. This is a birdie look on 12. Not a problem.
Sidearm is definitely the easiest way to attack this basket.
Kind of rolls in the same crew along with this man, Gannon Burr.
There's a lot of guys halfway through their round that are really very close to that number.
Here's Babcock on 13. And he should be adding, he will add another one to the scorecard with that. Anthony Barella, tee of 13.
Yeah, 13, very tricky, but boy, we've seen two great shots so far from this group.
This is a birdie look. You couldn't ask for much more than that. And taking full advantage of the near perfect lie, Simon is going to put himself right next to the basket. That's going to be a tap in, flail it off to the left.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that statement there, Terry, but, you know, obviously the road less traveled is one that's less manicured as well. Chance to still get up by the green. He's got to play it wide. It slopes from right to left up by the basket.
Oh, Kevin Babcock almost rings up hole 15 in 2 strokes. Drops down next to the pin. That will be a tap-in birdie.
That was sick. At the moment, that shot of the day for me, Terry.
I was watching it come in. I'm thinking this is really solid. It's going to check up pretty close. No chains required.
I used one of your wows, Terry.
There you go. We get 2 per round. Kevin Jones throwing his second in really good position on 15, but that's the most common miss, is to off to that left-hand side. Well, low ceiling, few trees to deal with, and Jones finds the bottom of the basket, burying it.
We could easily see Kevin Jones do that. We could see Dickerson do that as well, but he's got to make this putt first.
Dickerson is in.
And another 50-footer on this card. And the basket hit for Babcock. Wow. We'll find out in a moment.
Kevin Jones trying to get to double digits, and that's going to get him there. He's going to keep it rolling. Heimberg trying to make it 6 of his last 7.
Come on. What is going on 15? Incredible putt from Calvin from 60. Still requires a ton of precision. A lot of late trees here on 17.
Let's peeking left, but gets the kick right to the pin. Everything coming up roses for Gavin Babcock today.
No way Ricky's laying up.
Yeah, I was going to say, couldn't be too aggressive with it in the sense that there was OB behind it, but still gave it a chance. Kevin Jones, does he need any tree assist? No.
With something more overstable, so 2 ways to get to the same position. Burr going to go for that kiss. Yes. That looks short left, but it's going to push, and he gets around the corner. Very fortunate there for Simon. He would be a little bit worried about that after the release point. Pretty much a bullseye hit.
Park job for Brody Smith. When it's all said and
the board.
And when it's all said and done, 16 hours of live coverage on the Disc Golf Network. And only here do you see the throw in from way deep.
If you're gonna miss right.
This has a great angle on it. And almost throwing in for the eagle. It's about the only way he could have topped some of his efforts here today. Another eagle bid as we're rolling the Zuka replay. Just a few feet short.
He'll have that putt for a 13 down and a 2-shot lead as it stands at the moment. And Burr is chasing him down. The buddies are going to be playing tomorrow most likely.
Yeah, Simon would have all, as we said, all tiebreakers. I believe his number is 8-3-3-2.
There you go.
And what a forehand by Smith.
A good game where he's able to use both the backhand and the sidearm with good proficiency. And, you know, again, it's just been some of those release point issues. Now this putt for the 13.
And Gavin Babcock birdies 9 of the last 10, 13 out of 18 on the round, setting, or should I say tying the course record.
The mistake would be leaving it too far left. Is that on that guy's business card? Hype man?
It should be. If it's putting you on lead card for our second day of competition out here, as Brody Smith flashes just past the basket. Ring it up, and almost does. Aderhold smashing the chains. It doesn't stick, but right next to the pin, Ezra. That would have been a good way just to finish out your day and put it on the scorecard.
To finish with a birdie and put himself on the lead card tomorrow.
Yes.
Defending champ looking to do just that, defend the title here in Des Moines.
Calvin Heimberg didn't play his best. He's still right there. It's going to be interesting to see the Robinson brothers, to see what they can do. Can Chris Dickerson, he's now back on tour now that it's hit the Midwest. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. Let's hope the weather plays a little bit nice, gives us some moments of dry and not so much wind.